The Soulard neighborhood is highly sought after and has been for decades, and it's located just about a mile south of downtown St. Louis. The neighborhood was founded in the 1850s. The first wave of rehab began in this area actually in the late 1970s, and many of these homes are on their second rehab.
Wow, well they would be, because
yes, and the
things get dated in that amount of time.
Interior designer Kenn Gray.
My name is Kenn Gray, and I am an interior designer at Ethan Allen. It's all about the vision. I wouldn't say I had a particular style because it's my job to give the client their style. Perfect.
Watch as Kenn brings art together with design to create the perfect marriage of style and architecture.
I love what I do. My mind is flooded with fabulous ideas.
Each beautiful interior design is another shade of Kenn Gray. Brought to you in part by Ethan Allen of Paducah, Kentucky. In the historic Soulard neighborhood of St. Louis, Missouri, newlyweds Eric and Leah recently purchased this beautiful brownstone. Looking for a fresh start with their new home, they hired interior designer Kenn Gray to help them meld their personal style with the history of the neighborhood.
Are people that are redoing these homes interested in maintaining the historical nature of the properties and the architecture? I want to maintain, I want to keep the historical qualities of this home and just add in their new vibe and their new freshness to it.
That's totally the answer to any of these historic properties, particularly in Soulard, to strike that balance.
Right.
Because you have a historic structure in this neighborhood anywhere from the 1840s to 1890s. The Soulard neighborhood is on the National Historic Register.
Okay.
So therefore we have a strict coding and zoning committee that does apply to not only building new construction, but for renovation and rehab of our historic buildings as well.
It almost has a New Orleans vibe to it.
It does, very much.
What, did you waddle with the weeds?
I don't know. Hi! We're here!
While the rest of the group gets acquainted with homeowners Eric and Leah, Kenn gets to work.
All right, so let's take a look at the space. Before I can sort of get my ideas together, I need to see the space, obviously. Now, I've seen pictures, but I haven't seen it in person, so this is the room that they want to sort of act as a bar room. It's kind of small, but I can definitely see some potential here. This will have to go, but we'll find something else. All right. Now the thing is, you know, these brownstones in this area, from what I've seen from John and looking around, they're so historical. I want to keep all that. The foyer was always very important back in the day, in the 1800s, so I want to make this really special. But this particular foyer is very narrow, so I'm going to have to think about it, but I think I might have a good idea. And here we are in the living room, which, you know, they've brought some of their things, which I probably will be able to repurpose. Immediately, I have a different vision of this room. What's great about this whole space is very open. This is unusual for a brownstone. Usually all the rooms are very closed off. Seeing straight into the dining room is going to make it really easy to make a big pow, big bang impact. One thing I'm noticing in the dining room and the living room is these 4 windows, which obviously 2 of them used to be doors. Now they've become windows, and they're all different. So I'm going to come up with some way to make them look the same and get a symmetry in the space.
In the name of symmetry and good design, Kenn is also doing some work upstairs.
Wow, the floors are amazing. These have to be original. That is a plus. All right, so this is the master suite. We've got a little sitting area, which is lovely. Very unusual for one of these 200-year-old homes, but wonderful nonetheless. And the master bedroom, which as it stands needs a little work, don't you think? You know, it's very common that most of these larger brownstones were divided up into 2 or 3 different units at some point or another. So it's my job to sort of navigate that little problem and figure out a way to make it feel like a one-family home again. I'm gonna do just that. So this kitchen area is great. I actually really love the wall color, which brings me to another point. There's gonna be some wall color changing going on around here. But I love the kitchen. Few minor changes I can think of. This is a little stark. We're gonna have to jazz this up a little bit. Oh my God, look at that. Whoa, amazing. Are you kidding me right now? Check out this wall of ivy. Now, I just gotta tell you, if If that's not a photo shoot waiting to happen, I don't know what is. Bye, guys. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to get to work on this. My mind is flooded with fabulous ideas.
Kenn's first fabulous idea is to immerse himself in the culture of Soulard, and that means coming here to what looks like an abandoned warehouse, just to meet this guy, a popular local artist in the Soulard district named Ty De La Venta.
I get down between 6 and 6:30 and get home between 5 and 5:30, and I just work and work and work, but it's not work. Believe me, it's not work.
Can I come in?
Come on in. Sure, come on in. Door's always open.
I hope I'm not intruding.
No, door's always open.
Ken Gray.
Ken, I'm Ty.
Nice to meet you,
Nice
Mr.
to meet
Ty.
you.
Can I call you Mr. Ty?
No, please call me just Ty.
Okay.
Okay? Everybody calls
Sorry,
me
I'm
Ty.
Southern. I can't help it.
Okay.
I've heard about you, and I feel like I need to see some of your work because I'm
right.
doing this client in Soulard. I'm doing their home, and I'm trying to get immersed in the culture of the Soulard area, and you're like the only artist anybody's talking about around here, and so
Great.
I needed to meet you.
Okay.
And I'm hoping
Great.
maybe I can find something for my new client.
Terrific. Yay!
Who's your biggest inspiration? I owned an art gallery in Boston.
Jackson Pollock. I was 9 years old. I grew up in a small farming area. I have the magazine today, the Life magazine. The head is working. It says, "Is he the next American artist?" So I did my grandmother's. And I said to my grandma, I said, "Oh, Grandma, look at this. I love this. I love this. I'm going to be an artist someday."
Well, I need to find a place for this client, so show me some stuff.
Well, I don't have a lot of stuff made up. I do have a piece like this.
I see a corner.
There you go.
Oh, my heavens.
I can pull this out and show
That's
you.
pretty fabulous.
I'll show you the.
I mean, talk about Jackson Pollock.
Of course, I use a lot of metals.
It's almost like looking up through trees. You know, in a forest, it's just wonderful.
And I use a lot of textures.
How can I get in touch with you? Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to use some of your work in this new project.
It's delaventa@gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
And that's my phone number right there.
All right.
All right.
I'll be in touch, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take that with you.
All righty.
Thank you.
Looking for colorful inspiration, Ken heads to the Soulard Farmers Market.
This is going to be fabulous. Oh, God, I love these. Perfect. You too. Y'all have a great day. We're racing against the clock. They're closing up. I need to be inspired. Color inspires me a lot. Can I get some apples, please? Come on, think fast. Think fast. I think we got another show right here.
Anything else?
How much?
$3. They're real. Oh yeah, definitely real.
I'll take two.
You'll take 2 cases?
No, just one.
Just one?
Maybe two. Well, I think I've immersed myself in the culture of Soulard. I've been inspired by color and the whole area. Maybe I'll have a beer now.
Are you Ken Gray?
Why, yes, I am.
Oh my gosh.
I can't go anywhere.
With the wheels in motion, Ken begins to bring together the elements to make Eric and Leah's design dreams a reality.
Love it.
Covering every detail from fabrics and paint color to lighting.
I'm thinking the foyer.
The right elements and a good game plan turn this empty shell into a showroom.
So I'm thinking this one's perfect for the dining room because it really goes with the lines of the dining room chairs.
And coming up later on the show,
So I'm anxiously awaiting the arrival of Leah and Eric, my amazing clients. They have no idea what I've done here. They're gonna get to see their brand new decorated home for the very first time. Welcome to your new home.
stay tuned for the dramatic reveal of the Soulard project.